functionality with Angular native effects, Angular native responsive designs, Angular native components that makes it more better. Understood? So now we will see how to install this Angular material for our project and how to use Angular material also along with Bootstrap. Remember, you can use both. Along with the Bootstrap, we can design it and you can configure it and you can use it. So let's see how we can define Angular material for our application, how we can configure and use Angular material for our application. Let's see the approach, how we can design Angular material. So technically, to work with Angular material into our project, we need to first install Angular material. And to install Angular material, you have to run the command ng add Angular material. Remember, working with Angular material in early versions of Angular, like below 7.6, it is a different approach. But from Angular 8 and 9, so simple, you need to just add this Angular material here. Right, you can use any command. See, you are a developer, you don't need to stress on, can I use yarn, can I use NuGet, can you use Bower? That's a silly thing. Why? Because you are an Angular developer, then it is a very casual thing that you can use yarn, you can use Bower, you can use anything. Am I right? Is it a question to ask as an Angular developer, an Angular person? Is it a question to ask, can I use yarn, can I use CDNs and all this? That's like silly thing, right? You know already that you can use anything, right? You can use anything, right? If you are aware of that. So this is the Angular material. You can simply add the Angular material, right? So the point is how to add Angular material to our project and how do we keep it ready? What will happen when you install this Angular add? So let's add Angular material to our application. So let's go to our project. In the project, we need to install Angular material for our project. So the command you have to run ng add Angular / material. So we are using ng add Angular / material. This is the Angular material library. Just like how you have installed your Bootstrap, this Angular material gets a lot of library for you for designing different types of components, making the presentations more interactive and responsive, right? So we are adding this Angular material. When you are adding Angular material, now some important points you need to see. First, when you add Angular material, it is going to add 3 important to your project. One is Angular material and Angular component development kit, CDK generally, and Angular animations. So Angular material contains components. So components like text box, like checkbox, like radios, like drop downs. Angular material is having these important components, right? It is having a lot of options. Component development kit, it will help to get the dependencies for your Angular material components and import the modules, inject the modules, get the library and use the library for your material designs. Whatever library you needed for material design, that is handled by using this development kit. Angular contains CS and HTML related. So that means transition, sliding effects. So such animation effects are provided by these Angular animations. You can create your own Angular animations also. So here we can create our own components also that we learned already. In Angular, you know how to design your own components and make them reusable across the application, right? So when you install Angular when you install Angular material into your project, it is going to add these three things into your project. One is Angular material, Angular CDK, and Angular animations. So, and it is going to ask you some important questions, like it will ask you, so do you want to choose a pre-built theme? Do you want to choose any pre-built theme? Just like Bootstrap theme, we have ready-made themes here. Just like Bootstrap theme, we have ready-made themes here. It will ask you to select any theme that you want, like colors, effects, themes will be available. Several themes are built provided, so you can use your own CSS theme also. And it will ask, do you want to use browser animations also? So for Angular material, it is important to have browser animations with Angular material, mandatory. So you need to say yes. And it is asking that, do you want to set up global Angular material styles, right? Typography styles, right? So you have to say yes. These are the three questions it will ask while adding material. So I will go here and hit enter. So we are trying to add Angular material here. We are trying to add Angular material into our application. It is adding the Angular material into, right? That is, yeah, typography already, it is always, it is fonts, am I right? Typography means fonts, right? Always it is related to the fonts. No? Yeah, the first question it is asking, choose a pre-built theme. So that means a ready-made theme is available. Yes, yes, text fonts. It is asking you, so select a theme. We need to choose a theme here. We need to select a theme here, configuring and selecting a theme here. So there are several ready-made themes available. By default, I chosen the theme as Indigo Pink. You can select, you can change the themes later if you want, right? So initially I will select Indigo Pink theme. Okay. It is asking, do you want to set typography styles, right? Typography styles are for fonts and all. Yes, you have to choose yes here. Okay. It is asking, do you want to add browser animations module for Angular material? Yes. We need to add browser animations module also for Angular material. We need to configure all these three. Yeah, now Angular material is successfully added into our project. Now Angular material is readily added into your project. So now you can use the Angular material in the application. It is successfully added. Yes, custom theme means you can create your own themes. You can create your own themes, you can configure your own themes, and you can define your own themes also. So you can define your own themes for your application. So every theme contains the colors, effects, margins, borders, and padding, and how the spacing should be. You have to design your own theme, and you can apply your own themes also. Not an issue, right? Yeah. So now Angular material is added. It is ready. It is configured successfully. Now the next important point is, once it is added, how do we start using it? Angular material is added. So that means what we have to do. So just you have to install or simply say add Angular material to your project, Angular material to your project, right? We need to add Angular material to your project. So how we can add Angular material to your project? We have to just use ng add. So at the net. So you have to define Angular / material. Once Angular material is added, so what you need to define is you need to configure a material theme for your project. You have to configure a material theme for your project. Let's configure a material theme for our project. Configure and define a material theme for the project. Generally, how we can configure the material theme, what you have to do is after adding